How do you evaluate the passing game after Sunday? Jalen didn't make any mistakes, no turnovers or anything, threw a couple touchdowns, but then there was a long gap without a lot of production. How do you
Yeah.
kind of look at it?
Passing game obviously wasn't our best performance. Certainly, every person involved would love to have it be cleaner. Play better in that aspect of the game. But I thought our guys, again, Jalen's credit, played clean football as far as protecting the football. Gave us opportunities. We made plays in some situations when we had to, and obviously that's sometimes how games go. Unfortunately, obviously something that we're all excited to navigate and find better answers moving forward.
How much were you surprised by some of the coverage looks they gave you?
Anytime you go into playoff games, people are going to stress you and challenge you on the best levels. You're playing the best defense in this league. That's how playoff games are. They're going to give you different looks, different presentations, and I think for us, the exciting part is how we navigate that and execute it in those situations.
When you have in the first meeting, Saquon had such a dominant game. How do you navigate that? Do you expect going in and he'll be the focus?
Certainly, Saquon had a great day out there. Long time between those two games. A bunch of other games. They're playing as well as any defense in the league right now, and they're playing really confidently. And so, obviously, they'll stress us in a lot of different ways. There'll be challenges associated with our run game based off of them having that film and the film that they put out the last month and a half, which has been really, really impressive. So it'll be a challenge.
What's behind that defensive ascension from what you've seen?
Playing really clean, really sound football. You can tell just every phase of that defense is tied together, and obviously the front is doing an excellent job getting pressure. And the challenge when you get an obvious passing situation, those guys are as good as it gets in this league collectively.
Jalen had his fewest number of carries in a game he completed, and didn't seem like there were many design runs. Was that by design to not have him run much?
We certainly had runs within the game plan associated for Jalen to run. He felt comfortable and excited about those opportunities as it went. The way the game played out, he ended up only keeping it a few times. But I don't think there was any cause for concern or hesitancy about it. I thought he went in there, and when he did have the opportunity to run it, he ran it and gave us positive plays.
Was the general feel that game called for like more of a conservative offensive game plan, not pushing the ball downfield, taking a lot of chances, running on third and long, that kind of thing?
I think certainly you'd love to have more opportunities downfield. You'd love to have those explosive play opportunities, and sometimes they didn't present themselves. Obviously, we were able to grind it out as the game progressed with some run game emphasis as the game ended. Obviously, there's things each and every game that you come out of it. You'd love to do different things. Love to call a few plays here and there that are different. You're going to come out of every game that way, and so at the end of the day, we accomplished the number one goal, which was advance in this tournament. And obviously, there's things that we'll look back and say, hey, we want to improve on that, and that's the beauty of this group, that they're ready to do that.
Do you think there's enough variety in the passing game right now?
I think that's always something you're trying to strive for. Just different presentations, different challenges to stress the defense and give yourself different opportunities. Something we're trying to do each and every week, and as the season progresses, that's the balancing act of flavor and different looks and different presentations with an identity and ability to kind of do the things that you've repped a lot of times.
Kellen, the Rams have so many young guys up front. Have they gotten better because they're finally starting to get to play together as a group?
Anytime guys play together, build cohesiveness, build connection, they're going to play better and better and better. And they got an excellent staff over there. Obviously, Giff, the defense line coach I was with in L.A., he's one of the best in the business. He does an excellent job getting those guys to play together and just play with the incredible effort that they play with. It's just really impressive on film. It's going to be a real big challenge for us.
You took a shot on the tush push on third down. What goes behind that? Is that something you see, or is that something you just wanted to take a shot in that situation?
It was a play that we've had in for a number of weeks. We're trying to find the right opportunity to present itself. Obviously, we feel really good about the sneak. And it was a 3rd and 1 that gave us, a chance to be aggressive there with the 4th and 1 in our pocket, and took a chance. Obviously it's an aggressive call. We're close, but it didn't happen, and we'll see what happens next.
Even though you didn't complete it, did that still serve its purpose to put that on tape?
There's always value to the things that you put on tape to force teams to think about what has been done and what could be done, and so we took a shot. I thought it was worthwhile, and we were able to get the sneak on the next play.
Were there any restrictions?
But what did it mean to get him back into the mix with the starters in the first playoff game?
Dallas has transitioned back into this thing beautifully. He made the big plays. He made the touchdown, which everyone sees. His blocking in the run game was huge. It was incredible. His ability to block on those edges against some really, really good defensive ends in this league really challenging matchups. I thought that was really one of the secret sauces of what made his game so special on Sunday.
How did you and Jalen review his first game back after a couple games out?
Yeah, Jalen and really our whole offense staff, is a very similar process. I thought, we always come out of games, we can score 1,000,000 points or no points. You're always going to come out of games with things that you want to improve on, things you feel like we can build off of. I thought Jalen responded really, really well. I thought, coming out of that thing, having not played for a few weeks, it wasn't perfect, but I thought he settled in. And, in that second half, we were able to play with some tempo, play with some pace. He was able to play some clean football and give us some opportunities to score down the stretch.
Jalen's trust level in Devontae is obviously really high. How important is Devontae in those clutch situations when you really need a play?
We got some premier players on this team that just seem like every time you need to make a play, they make it. And, Smitty's one of those guys. He's really reliable. He's trustworthy. His physicality as a player, I think, is always underlooked. His ability to go block in the run game, his ability to catch the ball and make plays out, he doesn't shy away from contact. And I think that's the beauty of his game, that he has so many aspects of it that he can utilize.
Your name is being linked to the Cowboys job. How did it end there from your perspective, and is that a job that would interest you?
I mean, obviously, I spent a lot of time there, 8 years there, and so obviously have plenty of relationships about that place. And so, I love it here. I've had so much fun here. It's been a really fun process, and we're in a really special situation right now, getting a chance to play this Sunday, have a chance to make a run at this thing, and that's really all you worry about. Everything else is what it is, and we'll see where it takes you.
How vocal has Jalen been since the start of him in your offense to now, in catering it to his likes and dislikes?
Jalen does an excellent job each and every week just preparing every game new, every game, different opportunities, different challenges, different presentations. I've really enjoyed how we collaborate on this game plan and build it each and every week with Jalen, with the rest of the staff. I think that's the cool part of it, and it takes the whole group, even on game day. The receivers' communication, the quarterbacks' communication, the O-line. I think that's one of the secret sauces of our group is how collaborative they are. Allows us to make the adjustments that we need on game day, and so Jalen's a huge key and aspect of that. His adjustment in the game, they were giving us a bunch of pressure that they hadn't shown in the red zone going into it, so obviously they kind of stalled us out, unfortunately. He made that signal adjustment to Dallas. Got the ball out of his hand, put himself in an excellent position to score that touchdown. I mean, that's big time adjustment football that he made.
You talked about physicality with Devontae. When Dallas does that in a physical kind of way, what does that mean to the offense?
Our guys love that. Our guys strive on it. The physical way that we play, guys embrace it, and it shows each and every play by everyone.
All right. Thanks.
All right, thanks, guys.